Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to be here and to introduce Domain Therapeutics. So Domain is a biopharmaceutical company. We are based in Strasbourg, France, where we have 50 people, 50, and in Montreal, Canada, where we have 10 people at the moment. So the company is active on the GPCR acting treatment. So these are the G protein coupled receptors, and we are addressing high unmet needs in immuno-oncology, CNS, and some rare disease. At the moment, we are raising 50 million plus to become a worldwide leader in GPCRs. And our main achievement to date was the discovery of the Foliglurax, which is currently in phase 2 and was acquired recently by Lundbeck. In terms of activity, Domain is very efficient in the discovery process. So we move from GPCR selection to nomination of a drug candidate. We are doing that with our partners in collaboration. We have currently 2 pharma collaborations running with Pfizer and Boehringer Ingelheim, and we just completed another one with Merck, the German Merck. So during the course of this collaboration, we are discovering the product, and then we are eligible to the standard collaboration deal, meaning clinical, commercial milestones and royalties on sales. In parallel of this collaborative activity, we are developing our own programs. We had 6 programs that were incorporated for the development into asset-centric companies. 4 of them are still running and are financed by European VCs. And 2 of them have already exited. Prexton was acquired by Lundbeck, and Caldion is just now an IP holding company, as we have licensed an exclusive worldwide, the exclusive worldwide rights to Merck against milestones and royalties. We have now 6 other programs that are still full proprietary, and we are. This is the objective of the fundraising, to finance the development of these programs to attract a trade sale or an IPO in the 4-5 years timeline. So how this translates into a portfolio of projects, of programs. So the development partnerships, of course, these programs are fully financed by Lundbeck and by Merck. This program will complete phase 2 during the course of this semester, and the second one by Merck will enter into regulatory preclinical development this quarter. These are the 6 programs that are fully proprietary. So this is a balanced portfolio, 2 programs in CNS, 2 in oncology, 2 in rare disease. 3 of them will enter into regulatory preclinical development during the next 6 months, and 3 others are one step behind. The 4 programs that are still running at asset-centric companies will be also financed by the investors in these companies. And of course, the discovery partnerships are fully supported by our pharma partners. So in terms of collaboration, the company, since its inception in 2008, has signed partnerships, multi-year partnerships with Takeda, Merck, and the second time with Merck, with Ono Pharma, Pfizer, and Boehringer that I was mentioning. But we have also licensed our technology on a non-exclusive basis to Alkermes in 2016 and to BMS in 2018 for double-digit $1 million upfront, just showing the interest of the pharma to in-license our GPCR technology. So Domain has been quite capital efficient during the past 10 years. We have raised only 4 million euros in 2008 and 2012, but we have generated more than 70 million in revenues, including our license and collaboration with pharma. This is a total of 1/3 billion in future milestones, and on top the royalties on sales. And on the side of the asset-centric companies, we have attracted 50 million from European VCs investment, and Prexton was acquired for $1 billion, 100 million euros upfront. Domain is eligible to still receive 100 million from that deal. So, in a nutshell, what is our positioning regarding the GPCRs? So we are addressing the challenging GPCRs, or the orphan GPCRs, that represent 70% of this family of targets. This family was highly successful. They represent 1/3 of the totally approved drugs on the market, but these ones need clearly some differential technologies to address the complexity of the GPCRs. So how we select our targets, this is highly dependent on the disease area. So for CNS disease, we are selecting only intractable targets, meaning the ones that were not drugged during the past 20 years, and that can have a symptomatic or disease-modifying effect on the disease. At Domain, we are focusing mainly on neurodegenerative disorders, mainly Parkinson, but with our partner Boehringer, we are working on orphan GPCRs for neuropsychiatric disease. In immuno-oncology, we are selecting GPCRs that are upregulated or downregulated according to RNA-seq analysis after treatment with immune checkpoint inhibitors on mice. We are using either small molecules or antibodies to address them, but we are only focusing on GPCRs that are active on the resistance to immune checkpoint inhibitors, meaning that we need to combine them with the immune checkpoint inhibitors. This is the purpose of the deal that we had with Merck, where we are combining an A2A, A2B inhibitor with their own portfolio of immune checkpoint inhibitors. Right. For rare disease, we are combining our platform, which mainly is focused on analyzing the internal signaling pathways of GPCRs. We are combining this analysis made on GPCR mutants with a patient database. This is the purpose of our deal with Pfizer. And then we are developing drugs that can restore the normal function of the GPCRs. Pfizer can select then their own targets for further development. We can do the same, or we can discuss to do that together in collaboration. So what we are asking to new investors with the financing of 50 million is to help us to move on our proprietary programs from the current state, which is between the nominated drug candidate to validated one, to the phase 1 stage. And of course, the new shareholders will benefit from the rest of the portfolio that is fully financed either by VCs, by pharma, in collaboration or under licensing. This is the same strategy in CNS, but also in immuno-oncology. We have 2 programs. This one is an antibody, that's why it can catch up quite rapidly. So we need an investment of about 13 million euros to bring these assets into phase 1. Again, benefiting from the development of the other program financed by VCs and pharma. And finally, for rare disease, we have 2 programs that can be bring to late-stage preclinical development. On top of that, we have a commitment to maintain our equity stake in the last asset-centric company, Hermium. So we need to co-invest with Kurma and Idinvest 2 million euros over the next 2 years in kind to fully develop to continue the development of the program. So in the next 4 years, this is the pipeline without attrition that we can obtain, meaning that on top of the phase 3 in Lundbeck, we can have multiple shots on goal to be in phase 1, multiple shots on goal to be in regulatory preclinical development, and therefore to be attractive for an IPO or a trade sale. So, in fact, on top of the 50 million that we are raising, Domain will bring the same amount in revenues from our existing collaborations without a sale of an asset-centric company, meaning that it's close to 100 million that will be used during the next 4 years. The partnership activity is self-supportive, and of course, the main investment is to develop the proprietary programs. So in a nutshell, to summarize, we plan with the fundraising and the total of 100 million to support the financing of our proprietary program and to advance a portfolio to maintain a balanced pipeline, to secure additional technology to maintain our leadership in the GPCR technology, and to sign other pharma deals on multi-targets. And combining these 3 pillars, we expect to be in a position to be transaction ready for a trade sale or for an IPO. Okay, thank you for your attention.